book that I read many, many years ago called Unrestricted Warfare. And I'm sure you're familiar with that book. Mm-hmm. And essentially, just to kind of give a quick synopsis of the book, it's a book written by two CCP Air Force generals, if I remember, or colonels.
Colonels, yeah.
Yeah, in 1999, outlining how obviously China wants to become the world's dominant superpower and overtake the Western Hemisphere. And they realized at that point, at least in 1999, that the CCP could not beat the West militarily. At least then they couldn't. And so the plan or the strategy was to infiltrate the CCP into every aspect of the life in the West, whether it be, looking at pharmaceuticals or engineering or military intellectual property, farming, and so forth. And I think it's really important for the listeners to understand just kind of the strategy of the CCP. At least in 1999, they knew that the U.S. and the CCP militarily, the U.S. was far superior. But over time, with the CCP getting a lot of more knowledge regarding military infrastructure and so forth, it looks like they're giving the West a run for their money with military engineering and so forth. Would you agree with that, Ava?
You actually raised a good point. That unrestricted warfare outlined the CCP's strategy so well, because I remember in Chapter 7, they talk about, they explain what is unrestricted. They talk about they transcend all the boundaries. There's no conventional wisdom about how a war should be carried out. Okay, correct. So they think you need to think beyond that. So that is actually speak loudly to what all those tactics that you saw them deployed against the United States, because it's all sector. This word is actually Christopher Wray in 2017 when a speech that he delivered, he mentioned about the CCP actually using all sector approach to carry out this unrestricted warfare. And the same thing was echoed by a number of days ago from the UK intelligence report saying the same thing. They say the CCP is using the quote, the whole of the state, unquote, approach. So what that means is they're really coming at you economic, academic, sure. Military, diplomatic, information, trade, every sector.